The following is a presentation of Paola Sports Live. It's time for Panther Sports. On your new home for Paola High School athletics, Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group. Hers Incorporated. Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. And Miami County Dance Movement. This is Paola Athletics. On your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonganoxie. Yes, it's a beautiful night for football here at Beatty Field, Tonganoxie, Kansas. Jackson Mealman here on the call. We'll be joined in by Caleb Baker here a little bit later. Still waiting on him to get here. Maybe showing up a little late, and that's all right. So we'll bear with us with our broadcast, but welcome to the Iron Horse and Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics pregame show. Paola coming in off a surprising loss, 42-14. It's never surprising when someone loses, but as dominant as Paola is, it was surprising the way they got beat. That they got beat 42-14. We'll talk about that more later here in our pregame show. Tonight, though, Tonganoxie, it's a new team. This is a young Tonganoxie team. They've won 3 of their last 4 conference championships. That's likely going to change this year, as it'll be the second year in a row they're going to likely not capture the Frontier League. And last year they lost by 1 game. Paola won that thriller of a game that we'll talk about later last year. But Tonganoxie comes in 0-2 with losses to Baser Linwood 27-6. And then a shocker last week out in Lewisburg, where they lost 34-28 in overtime. It was a big loss, but Tonganoxie looks to bounce back, try to get their home win here against Paola, and try to send Paola to 1-2 on the season, which would be a huge shock. Paola trying to bounce back, though, off their loss last week. Paola came in opening the season with a win over Bonner Springs. But we should have a good one here as you're listening to the pregame show here on the Iron Horse and Dental and Dr. Laura Orthodontics pregame show, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast, priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
And welcome back, everybody, to Paola Sports Live. Jackson Mealman here on the call alongside Caleb Butler, who I did mispronounce earlier on the broadcast, but that's all right. He is here, and he has corrected me. Let's go into last year's game, in which was a thriller for Paola, winning 35-28. And they led 21-7 at halftime. That didn't stop Tonganoxie. They scored 14 points in that fourth quarter. 21-14. It was 28-14 going to the fourth quarter. Tonganoxie would score twice in the fourth quarter. That would be Gabe Bailey with a touchdown from Tyler Bowden, and then it'd be Tyler Bowden with another touchdown run. But for Paola, they would punch it in at the end. Garrett Williams ran the ball from the 5-yard line into the end zone. Garrett Williams, we talked about his play last year at that quarterback's position. One of the best. Coach Dumper, he thinks the best quarterback he's ever had here at this school. Tonganoxie, though, would go down and drive the length of the way, but the drive would end in an interception, and Paola would hold on for the 35-28 win, capturing the Frontier League Championship, the game which ended up being the difference. You know, we knew those two teams last year were going to play pretty much for the Frontier League Championship. We knew that was that league championship game out in week 3. In that game, Giovanni Blackie, it would be the first time he would not score in that game. He had 18 carries and 93 yards, no touchdowns, as he was held scoreless. So keys for the night for Lewisburg, for Paola, excuse me. They got to get back to try to get back in the win column. They have got to establish the run game tonight. They struggled really last week, and that's really all they have. They've struggled in the air passing, and they got to spread it out. We saw week 1 go four wide out sets. We did not see that really at all last week, maybe just a few times. We'll see if Caden Ramey and Giovanni Blackie can get it going tonight. Giovanni Blackie's really struggled this season, the star running back for Paola. Tonganoxie, as this young team looks to get their first win on the night. They're going to have to eat up the clock. They're going to have to force a few turnovers if they're going to come away and get this win. They're going to have to shut down that running attack for Paola. So we'll take one final break here, and then we'll get you the starting lineups. You're listening to Paola Sports Live here on the Iron Horse and Den on Dr. Dolores Orthodontics pregame show. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. The first time, Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
To Paola Sports Live, as we'll now get you the starting lineups for both of these two teams. We'll start here with the offense of Paola. It'll be at quarterback Trey Muala, running back Giovanni Blackie, fullback Caden Ramey, wide receiver Logan Newkirk, wide receiver Maxwell Douglas, wide receiver Christopher Lojas Fast, left tackle Dalton Pysick, left guard Cale Murdoch, center Cody Hendrickson, right guard Eli Richmond, right tackle Grant Solano. At defense tonight, it's on the defensive line. It'll be Jonathan Earlywine, Caden Ramey, Isaiah Taylor and Brady Johnson will man the middle. At the outside linebacker will be Gus Wright and Clayton Forrest. Inside linebacker, Brody Stewart. The defensive backs, Maxwell Douglas, Leighton Moore, Eli Myers, and Landon Taylor. Now starting for the Tonganoxie Chieftains, at quarterback, it will be Trevor McGraw, the sophomore. Running back is Colton Bruveson. Wide receiver is Jesse Yount. And wide receiver is Sam Kladowski. Tight end, Andrew Colvert. Wide receiver, Isaiah Holthouse. Left tackle, Logan Blancart. Left guard, Trenton Leeper. Center, Aiden McIntosh. Right guard, Connor Brutch. And right tackle, Cooper Jones. And defense, it'll be Jesse Young, Sam Kladowski, Wyatt Harris, and Gabe Bailey. Jordan Williams. At linebacker will be Devon Splichtel, Colton Brusvin. And the defensive end, it's Andrew Colvert, Aiden McIntosh, Connor Brutch, and Logan Blancart. So those are the starting lineups for both of these two teams, as we should have a good one tonight. And Caleb, as we get ready for the start, what's Paola going to have to do in your eyes to win tonight?
Well, they'll have to establish a run game of some sorts. Last week didn't have that. Spring Hill did a really good job of shutting that down. And the defense needs to come up with some big plays, some big stops when they need to get the offense the ball back.
I 100% agree there, and I think tonight is a good test for Paola to do just that. It's a young Tonganoxie team. Tonganoxie turning over 19 players from last year. So we'll see if Paola, who's an experienced team, but guys who haven't had a lot of varsity reps still, even though we're 2 games in. See if they can take advantage of the Chieftains. Tonganoxie to kick.
Chance right away for the Panther offense to establish themselves and make a statement here on this opening drive.
Absolutely. So it'll be kicker Jackson McWilliams to kick it deep. Paola's got 3 back there, and Clayton Younger. Nice to see Landon Taylor also back there as he's coming back from that injury we saw week 1. And then it's Gus Wright also back there as well. Williams to kick it off here. Sophomore kicker kicks it deep, and it's going to bounce through the end zone. Touchback is the call as we get things started, as the Paola offense has a chance to get on the board first.
I apologize to our viewers there on the camera. That was bad camera work there on the opening kickoff. It slung up on me. I'll work on that as the day goes along. My bad.
First football game, we're gonna give you some. We're gonna cut you some slack. You know, we lost John to his new promotion with his new job out at Missouri Western. But we're happy to have Caleb on board with us this year for Paola.
Glad to be here. Appreciate the opportunity you guys have given me.
So it's Trey Moala under center. They go 2 wide receivers out to the left. They motion Taylor. Taylor takes the handoff, and not much room there as he's gobbled alive by a few Chieftains there.
That was great pursuit by the Tonganoxie defense. They had nowhere to go on that one.
Yeah, the big boys up front weren't able to really create a hole, and Aiden McIntosh was there to wrap him up. 2nd down and 8. Taylor only picked up 2. Kirk, 1 wide receiver to the left. Blackie's not starting this game again. They hand it off to Caden Ramey. He tries to get to the outside. Nice blocking by the outside at the left tackle spot in Dalton Pysick.
Might have a penalty flag here, Jackson. Might have a little holding on Paola, I believe.
This will wipe that few yards out and back them up 10, as its illegal motion is called.
Yeah, that was a great hold that the Panthers offensive line opened up there. Just unfortunate that not everybody was set coming to that play. So now they're behind the chains now.
2nd down and about 14 coming up. They go 2 wide, or 3 wide, excuse me. Taylor in the slot, Newkirk at the bottom of your screen. Ramey in the backfield. Moala keeps. Not much room there. Moala picks up around 3 yards. Brings 3rd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, this is not what the Panthers want. These 3rd and long situations tend to struggle on these, but hopefully we get 10 yards here and keep this drive going.
And we've seen this Paola team struggle in the air passing this year. They toss it out to the left. It's Ramey. Gets to the outside. Stiff arms a man before he's tackled out of bounds.
Looks like he may be about a yard short, but that was a great effort by Ramey there. Good blocking on the left side of the line there to open that hole up.
Yeah, Pysick got out in front of his man to open that hole. And Ramey picks up 8. We'll see what Paola wants to do here. They're an aggressive offense. It looks like Coach Dumpert's squad wants to go for it. Wall under center. Tries to hard count the Chieftains.
Great discipline by the Tonganoxie defensive line there, not biting on the fake, and Paola has to force the Bees to take time out here.
So they tried the hard count, and that didn't work. So we'll see if they now bring the punting unit out. Try to change field position. We'll keep it here through this timeout. So we're on Paola's opening drive. And Caleb, what do you think out of this timeout? What do? You had to use it.
Yeah, I think you used your bullet there on this opening try to get them to jump offside. I'd punt the ball here, trust your defense, see if they get the ball back for you. Too early in the game to be going for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This deep in your own end. Just punt the ball away and give your defense a chance to give you the ball back.
I think that's the right decision there. It looks like that's what Paola's going to do.
But I've seen some crafty tricks out of Coach Dumpert. I wouldn't be shocked if they try to fake punt here.
So it's Jonathan Earlywine to punt. It goes to the left, and it's fielded to the ground by Sam Kadowski.
Boy, that was a dangerous play there by that return man for Tonganoxie. If that gets by him, Paola has a chance to scoop that up and take it to the house. He got fortunate there.
Yeah, he's lucky he really had a good corral of that, because you're right. If that just bounces off him, that is a live ball. So the Chieftains will take over at their own 43-yard line. Sophomore quarterback Trevor McGraw leads the charge. 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the right. As they hand it off here, it's Colton Brewsfin. And Brewsfin, not much room up the middle.
Well done by the front 4 of the Panthers offense, blowing up the Tonganoxie offensive line, stuffing that before it even started.
And Paola's holding to a no gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up. It's the big fellas up front, and Earlywine and Isaiah Taylor to make that stop. McGraw, and it goes through his hands, and he falls on it. McGraw had Ramey coming off the edge too, even if he chose to just pick it up and try to make a play out of it. So 3rd and long coming up.
Disaster there for Tonganoxie. They did that on the first snap. The quarterback was able to corral it down. Not this time. Now the Panthers with a huge opportunity to get a 3 and out and get great field position.
And Trey Moala comes on here at the safety position. We're going to see both of these 2 teams have players playing both sides of the ball. Throwing down here for Tonganoxie. McGraw rolls right, pressured by Ramey, and throws it in the dirt. Nothing there, and it's a 3 and out by the Chieftains, and a great start for Paola defense.
Absolutely. Caden Ramey coming on the far side, around the far side, and made a great pursuit to get to the quarterback, forces him to throw that ball away. And even if it was completed, it wouldn't have gone very far because the defender was right there for Paola.
So Taylor back to receive the punt. Taylor standing at his own 20. It's a short punt, but it's going to take a Chieftains bounce inside the 20, all the way down to around the 16-yard line, and that's where Jesse Young fields it. So Paola coming back out for their second possession. We'll see if they can try to get things going.
Absolutely. Now's your opportunity. The defense just gave you a 3 and out after you just went 3 and out. Now you put your foot in the ground, make a statement, and get some points on the board.
Panthers still looking for their first down of the night. As both these two teams have started with a 3 and out. Paola back under center now for the Panthers. Paola tosses it right. It's Taylor. Taylor gets the outside. Nice blocking on the edge, but it's a pickup around 4 yards.
Boy, if he would have got around that corner, he had a lot of green in front of him. Good ankle tackle by that Tonganoxie defender on that side of the play, that side of the field. Tonganoxie fans having fun with one another in front of us here.
So it's Ramey, takes the toss to the right, and Ramey's got room down the sideline, in space, across the 50, and Ramey's finally taken down around the 35-yard line. It's Caden Ramey with a pickup of around 38 yards, and Paola is in business.
There you go. Tremendous blocking by the right guard and right tackle, opening that hole up, and a big gain for Caden Ramey. Panthers are in business, deep in Tonganoxie territory.
It's always nice there. You get those big plays, and you look around, no flags on the field. A lot of times, that's how a hole is created. So Ramey comes off the field. We saw a lot of Ramey week 1. He came in when Landon Taylor got injured and really kind of never gave the job back, and now he's been the go-to runner this season.
And once again, I apologize to our viewers. Another instance where the camera shot up on me. I'm working on it, guys. Trust me. I'm trying.
You're good. It looks like Giovanni Blackie will not play tonight as he is in street clothes and just his jersey. Moala gets the outside and picks up another. Or did he step out short? He did, but a nice run there on the keeper by Trey Moala.
Again, great seal by the right tackle and the right tight end over there, sealing the edge, and the big gain there for Trey. Now Paola has all sorts of options on this second short.
Yeah, second down and 2, and look for them just to continue to run the rock tonight.
You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep pounding that rock and tire them to death.
And that's what Coach Dumpert loves. Really, last year was the most he's ever thrown in his Paola career. Moala under center, second and 2, looks to throw. Moala has time, airs it deep, looks for his man Newkirk, and just incomplete. It was tight coverage there by Jesse Young. He was looking for Newkirk, and it's incomplete.
That was a good throw by Trey. It's right where it needed to be. Just excellent coverage by the secondary by Tonganoxie. Now, that's a good spot to do the long pass there. Second and short, see if you can get a big play. You didn't get it. Now it's third and short. Now go back to your bread and butter and keep this drive going.
Absolutely. It's a perfect time to do that because you're going for it no matter what. You've got 2 plays to pick up 2 yards. So a nice shot there. Moala fakes
there it is.
Keeps it himself, has the first down before he's tripped up there. First down. He was tripped up by McGraw.
Boy, this Panther offensive line is having their way with the Tonganoxie front right now, just gashing it down their throat on this drive.
And that was something you'd think they maybe took to heart last week. We saw Spring Hill dominate in the trenches last week.
Absolutely.
Nice to see Paola bounce back here. First and 10, ball at the 13. First red zone trip of the night for Paola. More in the backfield. Moala tries to get around the edge, stiff arms the man, breaks one tackle before he's tackled from behind.
That one looked a little odd to me. I'm not sure if that was a design play or if somebody went the wrong way, but still got 3 out of it. So
yeah, he tried faking the handoff and no one was there, and so he just took off.
Either the quarterback turned the wrong way or the running back went the wrong way, but either way, it's a positive gain. Might as well take it.
Second down and 8. Tongi jumps, no flag, gets reset. Moala keeps the QB sneak, picks up 7. Third down and 1 coming up.
The center just blew up the nose tackle there and allowed Trey to go right behind him, get a solid gain of 5. Now it's 3rd and short again.
Yeah, it was Cody Hendrickson who had a great block there. Hendrickson, the senior center, showing his power and strength. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Panthers got 2 tries to pick up 2 yards. It's early one, bottom of their screen. They hand it off to Ramey, their power back. Ramey's got 3, and it's a 1st down.
Just got enough to keep the 1st down, move the chains there. Now it's goal to go. Punch it in right here.
So Caden Ramey last game had 16 carries, 82 rushing yards, unable to find the end zone. At 163 in that win over Bonner Springs on 9 carries. All under center now, checks his play sheet on his wrist. Ramey in the backfield. Moala keeps himself, gets to the edge.
He's got it.
And he's in the end zone.
Oh, the penalty flag comes in.
end.
They're going to get the Panthers for a hold here, I believe. Number 80, I believe, got a hold at the goal line, so a touchdown's going to be negated.
Right you are. The Panthers already backing up, so a killer penalty. Backs them up to the 17 now. Would have been Moala's 3rd rushing touchdown on the season.
They enforced it from the 2, so now it'll be 1st and goal at the 12, it looks like, for the Panthers here. No harm, no foul there. Just have a couple good plays and do it again.
Yeah, it's at where the spot of the foul is, excuse me. And that foul happened at the 2, so it backs him up to the 12. 1st down and goal from the 12. Ramey in the backfield. Motion Douglas. And Moala rolls right, looking for his receiver. It was Maxwell Douglas there, but it was a low throw, and Douglas couldn't hang on.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. It was a tough pass by Trey. Would have been a great catch, but the defender was right there on Douglas. It wouldn't have gone very far, but that's all right.
Brings up 2nd and long. Are you surprised they threw the ball there?
No, not really, because that is one of the trademark plays by the Panthers if they do pass, is that little 5-yard out pattern. So I'm not surprised at all if they did that.
So early wind back at the bottom of your screen. This is something we talked about last week, was going those 2 wide receiver sets. We really didn't see that at all. We saw that a lot in week 1. It's a toss to the outside, and Ramey is gobbled up there by a couple of Chieftains, but he was met first by Connor Birch.
Yeah, that time the Tonganoxie defense, front 4, bowed their necks back and blew up the Panther right side of the line. Nowhere to go for Caden on that play.
So 3rd and 11 coming up.
You might have 2 downs to get these 11 yards. I don't know what the Panthers will do if they don't score here. If they'll kick the 3 or try to go for it down here, I'm not sure.
Early one in it, tied in. Moala throws a fade back in the end zone looking for Newkirk. Newkirk calls it in.
He's out of bounds.
But he was out of bounds.
Out of bounds. That's unfortunate. He had his man. It was a great throw, great catch, just too much air underneath it, let him out of bounds, and now the Panthers are forced with the decision here. Will they take the 3 or will they try to go for it to get 7 points?
So a sideline warning issued to Tonganoxie. If it was me, I would be taking the 3. You have a kicker that is in his range. You haven't used him at all except for extra points, and Dominic McCoy. Looks like the Panthers, though.
Here comes the field goal unit. Looks like they're going to take the 3 here, or try to anyway.
And I think this is a smart decision. So Dominic McCoy comes out for his first field goal attempt on the season. He's 8 of 9 on extra points. McCoy's kick is up, low kick, but through the uprights, it's good.
Wasn't pretty, but it went through. 3 points for the Panthers.
Yeah, you got to get those points. McCoy sails it right down the middle, so we'll take a break here. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Yeah, welcome back everybody to Paola Sports Live. 3-0 Paola as they get a field goal by McCoy on their second possession.
Yeah, that was a solid drive there by the Panthers. It's unfortunate that they had that holding penalty on the goal line. It cost the Panthers 4 points, but you'll take points any way you can get them any day, even if it's just 3. So that's a good start. Now the defense needs to combat it, get a stop, get the ball back, and let the offense keep moving.
That was a good time to use Dominic McCoy. They hadn't had him kick all year except extra points. And they've had a few chances to maybe use him, but they've been aggressive all year. McCoy to kick it deep. It's a low squibbler. Tongi picks it up. It's returned by Wyatt Harris before he's met by Douglas.
Good kick coverage by the Panthers special teams unit there. Got there before he could get going. Really nice job.
So last time the Chieftains had the ball, they fumbled on first down. And it kind of just derailed the whole entire drive. It was a 3-and-out. See if Paola can build off that. Hold on to their lead and try to get their offense back on the field. McGraw in shotgun formation. It's Bruce Levin to his right. And he's going to hand it off to Bruce Levin. Nowhere to go. It's Caden Ramey there to make the stop along with Grant Solano.
Boy, this Panther defense came ready to play today. They are flat out owning the line of scrimmage. Just 4 plays into Tongi's offense, but Panthers have dominated every single snap so far defensively.
Yeah, right now they're winning that battle in the trenches. Second down and 12 coming up. McGraw back in shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left. Play action. McGraw goes deep, looking for his man, and it's almost picked off. It was Trey Paola who had a chance at it. He was looking for his receiver, and Isaiah Holtis is tied in. And 3rd and 12 coming up.
Yeah, Tongi tried to trick the Panthers there, trying to go deep, but the Panthers did excellent coverage into double coverage. Tongi got fortunate that wasn't picked off. Great play by Trey to knock it down.
Yeah, Mola did a good job there out in that free safety position. Third down and 12. McGraw. 3 receivers to the left and a flag. Are they going to get Paola or are they going to get false start here? I believe it's going to be on Paola.
That's a 50-50 call there. It looked like the Paola guy went first and then got the Tongi guy to jump, but I've seen these called against the offense too. This is going to be a 50-50 call here.
And I believe they're going to get the Chieftains. Looked like it may have been Leighton Moore who jumped, but it's Isaiah Holtis who's going to get the penalty on. And so once again, last time we had 3rd and 18. This time we're going to get 3rd and 17 coming up for the Chieftains. A horrific start offensively so far.
And I understand the gripe that the Tongi fans have on that. It was 50-50, but fortunately for the Panthers, it's on Tongi.
That's what we want. We need a little luck, little calls to go our way.
Take every break you can get.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 wide receivers to the left. Tied into the far right is Holtis. McGraw looks, drops back, looking for Holtis, and it's incomplete. It was a low throw, would have been short of the first down anyways by about 4 yards. And it's another 3-and-out here by the Chieftains.
Another great defensive series by the Panthers. Even if that pass is completed, like you said, it's about 4 or 5 yards short. Just don't get beat deep on these 3rd and longs, and that's what the Panthers did, and they forced another punt.
So Taylor is deep, standing at his own 38-yard line. It's Gabe Bailey to punt again. And just pooches it on the ground. Going to take another Chieftains bounce before it's fielded here by Holtis. So 3-0 our score. Paola, as they come out for their third drive of the game, looking to try to get in the end zone this time after only getting 3 last.
Best starting field position of the night for either team. Panthers at their own 35. Now let's go. You scored, got momentum last time. You went down and scored. Now you need the death punch. Put the 7 points on the board and really make Tongi work to get back in the game.
Absolutely.
If you're a Panther fan, you got to like this first quarter the way it's gone so far. Your defense has gotten 2 3-and-outs. Your offense stumbled on the first series, but then the second series got back to normal, and now we need to keep it rolling here to see what the offense can do on this series.
It's ball at the 35, Mola under center. Ramey in the backfield, along with Leighton Moore. Hand it off to Ramey. Ramey cuts through, picks up around 5 yards to the 40. And a nice little run there by Caden Ramey.
Very solid run there. 5 yards a pop. You'll take that all day long if you're the Panther offense. Right guard and right tackle. Excellent blocking there to open the hole up. And Caden, a good use of his legs to get those 5 yards.
Yeah, well, he followed the hole that Eli Richmond had made at right guard. Second down and 5. Turn and hand it back off to Ramey. Ramey picks up around 2 yards. Ramey tried going right up the middle.
Almost broke free on that one. Just got ankle tackled at the last minute. Great defensive play there by Tongi. Now Panthers are in 3rd and short. Bread and butter time, baby.
So 3rd down and 2. Ramey was able to pick up 3. Newkirk goes out wide, bottom of your screen. Ramey in at fullback.
I will say Tongi's done a nice job on those hard counts, not moving.
And Moala uses that 6'6" frame to pick up about 7 yards there on the quarterback sneak. It's a first down here for Paola, their 4th of the night.
Well, that was crafty there by the Panthers there. They tried a hard count early, and then when they looked to the sideline, then they went quick count. Tongi didn't know what hit him there. Great play. Great play design.
So Paola now back at midfield. Late here in the first quarter. Newkirk, bottom of your screen, out to the left. Turn and hand it off to Caden Ramey, and Caden Ramey busts through the hole, picks up 9 yards before he was tripped up at the end.
Touchdown saving tackle there by Tongi. That was a 50-yard run if he's able to break that tackle. Great blocking by the offensive line again.
It was Andrew Culvert there to make that stop. 2nd down and 1 coming up. Look for Panthers to go right up the middle one more time. Just turn and hand it off. Leighton Moore in the backfield, but they hand it off to Ramey. Ramey gets the first down and more. Picks up 10 yards on the run. Out to the 31-yard line for the first down.
Same play the Panthers ran on the previous play there. Same result. Big gain, first down and 10 Panthers.
Yeah, they're wearing down the Chieftains in the trenches. Their offensive line has done a good job tonight so far for Paola. Early one, now split out wide, bottom of your screen. Newkirk at the top, 2 wide receivers set. And Moala fakes the handoff, keeps it himself before he's brought down by Devon Splitchell. That's another big-time gain by Paola as they keep this drive moving.
3 plays in a row where the Panthers got 9, 10, and 9. It's just great blocking and just owning the line of scrimmage right now.
And it looks like that is going to be the last play of the opening quarter. 3-0 our score. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back, everybody, to Paola Sports Live. 3-0 our score.
That was an excellent first quarter by the Panthers there. Offense outside of the first series moved the ball very well. The defense forced 2 3-and-outs. Couldn't ask for much better after last week. Just a complete 180. Excellent job. Do it again this second quarter.
They're going to begin this drive with a 2nd down and 1. Marching down the field. Near the red zone. Paola under center. 3 in the backfield. They turn and hand it off to Ramey. It's a counter play. Ramey gets to the outside. He's got the first down and more inside the 10. And Caden Ramey, it's a pickup of around 15 yards. And that's 1st and goal coming up for Paola.
Here we go again. This is where the Panthers struggled to score last time. Last time they had the ball, had 1st and goal to go. Had the penalty at the goal line, pushed them back, and couldn't get it in the end zone. Now here's your chance to redeem yourselves and get it in the end zone to make it count this time.
Go 3 back in the backfield. Turn and hand it to Ramey. Ramey cuts back, and the ball's on the ground.
Looks like Paola got it back. It's close.
Tongi's pointing their way.
Paola ball. Paola got it back. Disaster avoided there.
So we already saw a holding call derail the last drive. We almost saw a turnover here. We talked about in pregame, that's what Tonganoxie was going to have to do. They're going to have to force turnovers if they're going to try to pull off this victory. Panthers 2-0 all time in this series. They toss it to the right side. It's Ramey, and Ramey's into the end zone. Touchdown, Paola. Caden Ramey from 4 yards out, and it's 9-0 Panthers.
Oh, the right side of the line. Beautiful blocking, sealing the edge, and Caden Ramey uses his size and strength and powers his way into the end zone. Great drive by the Panthers, 2-score lead.
Grant Solano and Eli Richmond got out there in front, made some key blocks for the touchdown. Dominic McCoy to tack on the extra point, try to make it 10-0 Panthers. McCoy's kick is high and right down the middle. 10-0 Paola, our score. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
So 10-0 our score as we're back here on Paola Sports Live. Jackson Mielman here alongside Caleb Butler.
Yeah, that was very, very impressive. The Panthers have owned this first half so far. Just got to keep it going. Do not let Tonganoxie back in this game. Defense, keep playing. Offense, keep moving the ball when you got the ball.
So now for Tonganoxie, your trail double digits. You got to try to bounce back. It's a short kick, muffed by the Chieftains, but they fall on it.
Boy, Tongi's had a hard time hanging on to the football so far tonight. That could loom large for the Tonganoxie Chieftains if they want to get back in this game. They have to start holding on to the ball, and that offensive line has to start opening holes. Otherwise, Tongi's going to become one-dimensional, and Paola's just going to bring the house after him. on those pass plays.
We saw that week 1 with all those pooch kicks against Bonner Springs, kicked to guys who normally don't get the football, and they fumbled it 3 times. Paola was unable to recover any of them. But they had some good chances, just like that there. McGraw turns, hands it off. And it's a nice run here by Colton Bruceevin.
Late penalty flag. It looks like they're going to get a face mask on Paola here. The offensive lineman had his helmet taken off, I think. Mistake there by the Panthers. That was a nice cut, though, by that running back because Caden Ramey was right there on the edge, made a nice cut, put his foot in the ground, went forward, and got a nice gain out of it. And they're going to add on to it here.
So, yeah, you're right. Face mask gets a call. And that was really the first time in the night Tonganoxie had won a battle in the trenches. So far, it had been all Paola. So that's the first down of the game for Tonganoxie here on their 3rd possession.
All the way already into Panther territory, just across midfield here. You'll live with mistakes every now and then, but if can't make that a trend. You can live with a mistake here and there if you're a coach, but can't keep piling them on there. That's okay.
Oh, absolutely. So now they're in Panther territory at the 49. First time of the night. High snap, McGraw corrals it. Hands it off, and not much room there. It was Jonathan Earlywine who met Bruceevin in the backfield.
Looks like Earlywine's helmet came off, have to come out for a play. But that's a great job again by the Panthers on the right side of the defense, sealing the edge and forcing the running back into the teeth of the defense.
So Earlywine comes out, Brady Johnson comes in, the big defensive tackle. 2nd down and 9. On shotgun formation. Motions his man in Culvert. Hands it off. Bruceevin up the middle. And he's close to the first down mark. About a yard shy there. It's a nice run by Bruceevin as he was taken down by Maxwell Douglas.
That's the best job the Tonganoxie offensive line's done so far tonight. Just blew up the Panther defense and a good hard run by Bruceevin.
So 3rd down and 1. Draw back in shotgun formation. 4 down territory, hands it off. Bruceevin's got the first down, picks up 3 yards as he found the hole on the right side.
Couldn't quite see who that was in the backfield for the Panthers. Had a chance to get him in the backfield for a loss, just missed the tackle, and Tonganoxie's able to move the chains.
2nd first down of the night, both on this drive.
This is a big answer for Tonganoxie if they want to get back in this game. They have to put points on the board here.
McGraw fakes the handoff, looks deep, and has his receiver, and it's hauled in by Sam Kladosti. Kladosti inside the 10. It's a pickup of 23 yards.
Looks like the Tongi offense has woken up there. Big shot down the field, got the Panthers sleeping a little bit, and now they got 1st and goal to go. The Panthers need to bow up here and stop them on these goal-to-go situations. Force them to 3, if not go 4 and out down here.
Yeah, Kladosti did a good job coming back to that ball. McGraw, 2 running backs left of him. Hands it off. Not much room there for Kladosti. After he makes the big catch, they reward him with a carry there.
That time the Panther defense got in the backfield right off the get-go and forced the Tonganoxie back inside and nowhere to go on that play.
Ate that sweet play up. 2nd down and goal from the 6. See if Paola can make a goal line stand. Bruceevin in the backfield. The motion Culvert. They hand it off. Bruceevin, and not much room there. Gobbled up by a few Panthers. It was Isaiah Taylor there to make the stop.
Isaiah Taylor makes the tackle, but number 30 is the one that made the play there. I forget who number 30 is, but number 30 got in the backfield, disrupted that play.
Yeah,
and
Clayton Forrest as well.
And Landon Taylor finished it off. 3rd and goal now from the 5. And got a timeout, looks like.
So timeout Paola. Second timeout of the first half for them. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
So 10-0 our score. Tonganoxie, though, knocking on the door. Third and goal coming up. We'll see if the Panthers can make a stand.
Yeah, this is a big play for both teams right here. Panther defense been gashed a little bit on this drive. They've done so well here with the goal-to-go situations on the first two plays. See if they can force a fourth and goal. Maybe Tongi go for it or force them to three. We'll see what happens here.
McGraw back in shotgun formation. He's been there all night. High snap. Looks back of the end zone. Looking for the fade, and it's batted away. Batted away by Landon Taylor. He was looking for his receiver in Sam Kladosti. And fourth and goal from the 6 coming up.
Tongi had the guy there. He's just underthrown, but a tremendous recovery by Landon Taylor and Trey Mawala to bat that pass down. Looks like Tongi's going to try for 3 points here. Good stop in the goal-to-go situation by the Panther defense.
So Jackson McWilliams here to tack on the 3 points. And McWilliams' kick is high and through the uprights and good. 10-3 our score. Paola leads it over Tonganoxie. We'll take another break here. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody, to Beatty Field out in Tonganoxie, Kansas. Chieftains answer with a field goal of their own, so 10-3 our score. So we'll see what Paola will do here on their fourth possession. Younger, Taylor, and Wright back to receive.
Yeah, this is a glorious opportunity here for the Panthers to answer back with a touchdown here. The defense got beat a little bit on that drive, but bowed their necks when they needed to, force them to a field goal. Now the offense needs to come back and put some points on the board.
Williams kicks it deep. It's fielded here by Younger. Younger fields it at the 10. And slips through a tackle and more. Across the 30, around the 35. Dropped out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a run back of 27 yards by Younger.
There's a good start right there. Nice return. Broke out of a couple tackles. And now the Panthers have good field position just across the 35-yard line.
So the sophomore running back and return man gets the Panthers great field position here.
Now for Tonganoxie, they must get a stop here. The Panthers have gone up and down the field on them the last 2 times. And if they continue to do that, it's going to be a long night for Tonganoxie. They have to bow their necks and get the Panthers off the field.
They're going to have to start winning some battles in the trenches because so far tonight, Paola's been running all over them. Moala muffs the snap, still finds Ramey, and Ramey picks up 6 yards.
Boy, that was a weird play there. Of course, Trey bobbled the snap and somehow got it to Ramey and still got a nice solid gain of 6 out of that.
Yeah, Ramey just followed the hole his blockers made. 2nd and 3 coming up. Ramey's been the go-to guy tonight. Really, he's been the go-to guy all season long. As we talked about tonight with the top storyline, Giovanni Blackie not playing tonight. Dressed in street clothes. Paola tries the hard count. And looks the sideline.
Tonganoxie flinched a little bit there, but not enough.
Ball under center, turns, hands it off to Ramey up the middle. Ramey bounces off a tackle, cuts to the outside and more. It's a big gain before he fumbles for the second time tonight. The ground may have caused that fumble, but it's a big gain there.
Late penalty flags here. This might be on Tonganoxie. I don't know.
It's going to be on Isaiah Holtis. He shoved Ramey's head back into the dirt. He's trying to plead his case, but really there's not much to argue there. This is a no-doubt call.
Panthers are backing up, but it's maybe just because the officials wanted them to back up and make their play on themselves, but we'll see what happens here. But like you said, it was the Tonganoxie player that shoved Ramey's head into the ground, but see what the officials call here. Maybe they heard somebody say something, or might call offsetting penalties here. Don't know yet.
It didn't look like Paola did anything. I mean, if anything, after the run, I mean, Holtis, he definitely shoved his head. Now Tonganoxie's backing up a little bit. We'll see what the call is. This is taking a lot longer than I would have thought.
But like I said, maybe the officials heard the Panther player say something at the bottom of the pile. We'll see what the call is.
Personal foul on the offense, 15 yards.
Wow. So personal foul on the Panthers. Interesting call there.
Whoa, I do not know where they got that call. It was Holtis who shoved Ramey's head. He shoved where the flag came in. He shoved Ramey, who was underneath him.
Yeah, now the officials are.
Personal foul on the offense. That was a dead ball, 15 yards, first down.
So backs the Panthers up 15 yards, but I don't know where the refs are getting this call.
I don't either. Like I said, must have said something, or the officials.
It must have been something said
guy.
Because if you go back to the replay, you're going to see Holtis shove him in his back or head into the turf, because that was where the flag was immediately thrown.
Either way, if you're the Panthers here, you just got to shake that off. You got a new set of downs. Let's go again.
So backs them up 15 at their own 44-yard line. They turn and hand it off. It's Clayton Younger bulldozing his way across the 50, a pickup of 6 yards there.
Impressive run by Younger there, just bulldozed over the tackler there. Got an extra couple yards out of that. That's a great, strong run by the youngster.
Younger, the sophomore, takes his first carry of the night. Younger last week had 6 carries for 7 yards. He really struggled getting anything going. Had a touchdown in the opener against Bonner Springs. Has 80 rushing yards on the season. All under center. 2nd and 3. Turns. Hands it off. And stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Younger nowhere to go. It was Colton Brusevin, the linebacker, who came flying in there to make that stop.
Yeah, Panthers up in the middle there got blown up, and a great play by Tonganoxie to force his 3rd down. But the Panthers have been excellent on 3rd down all night.
So Ramey, their power back into the game now. Younger goes off. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Newkirk will line up at the bottom of your screen out wide. Play clock running down. Panthers got to go. Walla under center. And Walla fakes it, keeps it himself, picks up the first down across to the 40-yard line in Tonganoxie territory. And Paola keeps the drive alive.
Once again, just excellent play design by the Panthers, doing that quarterback run read to the opposite side, and Panthers' success on 3rd down continues. This is not what Tonganoxie wanted to have happen after they just put points on the board.
If anything, they need to try to create a turnover, at least try to hold them to a stop here. Try to just keep no points on there. Paola, they keep marching.
A little bobbled snap there messed that play up. It looked like Trey bobbled the snap again. Was able to get it to Ramey, got a yard out of it, but that little bobble at the snap messed that play up.
So 2nd down and 9 coming. As I was taking a look at our scoreboard, we had a fan in the way of our scoreboard cam. So if he does that again, we'll take care of that. 2nd down and 9 coming up, ball at the 39. Panthers trying to get the play in from the sideline.
This is a big play. This is a big play for Tonganoxie here. See if they can get Paola into 3rd and long here. Looks like Paola's going to use her final timeout at the half, however.
Yeah, they couldn't get the play in, so we'll take that final timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
So 10-3 our score. Panthers back on the move. 2nd down and 9 coming up, and as Caleb, you alluded to, this is a big play coming up, really for both of these two teams.
Absolutely. It's even bigger for Tonganoxie because they've been getting gashed outside of the first drive all night so far in this first half. They have to get the Panthers into a 3rd and long and force them to pass the ball. Otherwise, the Panthers will just go down the field again and take this down to the end of the half and score right at the end of it because it's going to happen.
Their defense lucks out. They're getting a little bit of a breather as Paola has struggled getting plays in, and they are all out of timeouts now. Luckily, it's just the first half that you've burned them all, and not in the second where you may need them.
That's exactly right.
So it's Douglas out far to the right, bottom of your screen. They turn, play action pass. Moala rolls right. He's going to keep it himself now and picks up just a few, but it's a good job there by Tonganoxie of Wyatt Harris, the defensive back, to get to the legs of Moala.
Yeah, there's the play Tonganoxie needed. Now Panthers are forced into a 3rd and medium here. Looks like a 3rd and a long 6, a short 7. This is where Tonganoxie needs to bow down and get a stop right here.
They're down and 6. Moala fakes the handoff. Not much room. He's stuffed. Penalty flag on the field. Maybe a holding call on Paola.
I think it is, Jackson. I think it is, and this will be declined. I'm most certain about it. And now the Panthers will have a decision to make, whether they'll punt the ball or go for it here. Oh, they're going to take them back. They're going to take them back. Interesting.
So now we'll see what Paola does here. We'll see if they opt to throw it.
But this is what Tonganoxie wanted. Now the Panthers are forced into a 3rd and long. Tonganoxie may get the ball back here. Just depends on how aggressive the Panther offense wants to be on this play.
Huge 3rd down for Paola, because if they're able to at least get half of it back, expect them to try to go for it. Ball at the 49. Newkirk goes out wide, far top of your screen, far left. It's Ramey in the backfield along with Maxwell Douglas. Moore also there. Moala looks to throw. Looks for his man high in the air, looking for Newkirk. It's a screen, and pass interference is going to be called.
Absolutely, that is the correct call. The defensive back never turned his head around, face guarding him the whole time. And there's the big shot the Panthers needed. Now they got the drive alive. But there is not automatic 1st down in high school, I believe. It'll be 3rd and short now. And now Tonganoxie's up against it.
Yeah, I found that out last week. Thinking there was. They're automatic 1st downs in high school football. So still 3rd down. 3rd much shorter there. Flag was on the senior defensive back, Jordan Williams. And like Caleb said, he just never turned his head around, just shielded Newkirk.
And now the Panthers have 2 downs to get, looks like a long 4, a short 5 right here. Expect the Panthers to go for it if they don't get it here.
Yeah, that's what that does. It makes this now a 2-down territory for Paola. Clock not running. We're under 3 minutes to go. Ramey in the backfield. Out in the eye. 2 tight end set. Toss to the left. It's Ramey, and he's through the middle. He's got a first down. Caden Ramey torches Tonganoxie and makes them pay for that pass interference call. First down, Paola.
Backbreaker for Tonganoxie on the defense there. You had the Panthers stopped on 3rd and long. Interesting decision by the Tonganoxie coaching staff to take the penalty instead of declining the penalty. Panthers probably would have punted there, but now after accepting that penalty, the Panthers get that penalty, and now it's backbreaking time for Tonganoxie.
Turn and hand it off to Ramey again. Tries to get to the edge on the left side before he's met. Tackled by Wyatt Harris. Under 2 to go now.
And I apologize once again for our viewers. I'm sorry if I'm giving you a headache tonight. Camera's giving me all I can handle tonight.
It's his first game, so back home, if you got a complaint, lay it easy on both of us.
Just come at me. Just come at me. Paola knows me. Just come on at me. Come on at me.
Paola fakes the handoff, takes it himself, and he's met by TJ Leeper.
That's a good one-on-one tackle there by the linebacker or the defensive lineman there for the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Now it's 3rd and medium again for this Panther offense.
And Leeper, a true freshman. This is a kid who's going to be, by the time he's a senior, he's going to be a star linebacker here at Tonganoxie. 3rd and 5. Paola, play action, looks to pass. Looks to the end zone, looks for Newkirk, and Newkirk just reaches out and couldn't corral it. Just a little bit overthrown. And I think that's one Trey Moala maybe wants back.
Oh, absolutely. He had his man there. He had Newkirk. Just overthrew him by about a couple yards. Now decision time once again for the Panthers. They probably go for it here. Not sure if they're in field goal range yet.
Yeah, they're definitely out of Dominic McCoy range. His range looks about max around 35 yards when I was at practice watching him. So 4th and 5, huge play coming up for Tonganoxie. They got to make a stand here. Paola turns, tosses it outside. It's Ramey. Ramey around the edge. Has a first down.
That's a tremendous play by the Panther offense. The left side of the line sealed the edge, and Ramey's able to get around the corner and keep the drive going. Another back-breaking play for the Tonganoxie defense.
Tremendous blocking there by Dalton Pysick. Clock to run. Wallace spikes it.
Did we get a penalty here? I think we might have a penalty here where the Panthers set. If that's the case, might have a 10-second runoff here. So the clock was running because the Panthers don't have any timeouts.
That's been one of the struggles with this Paola offense this year. Every time they try to go no huddle, it always seems to bite them. We saw it last week. We saw it 3 times in Bonner Springs. Every time they went no huddle, false starts happen. Was that the call here? Yep. Backs them up 5 yards. 1st and 15 now. Backs them out of the red zone.
I guess there's not a 10-second runoff in high school. I figured there would be. That's something I didn't know. There's something you learn every day.
Yeah, high school rules are a lot different. And you find that out the more you call them and are around them. So clock will run. Walla turns, play action, looks to pass. Back of the end zone is Newkirk. And had a man in Newkirk, but overthrows him. Once again, just misses the spot.
Yeah, it looks like Muwala is struggling with his touch a little bit. Newkirk was there. It had to be thrown there, otherwise it would have been intercepted.
Walla hit the spot, but he threw it a tad early. That's more of really a timing route because he had Logan there. 2nd down and 15. Problem is with Paola, you've been running the ball all night, but now you're out of timeouts because you've struggled getting plays in.
Pretty much forced to throw the ball here. And we got another penalty, or it might have Tonganoxie. I think Tongi called a timeout here.
And yes, they do. So 10-3 our score. We'll take it with them late here in the second quarter. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Hey, and welcome back, everybody, to Beatty Field. Panthers on the move late here in the first half as they try to punch it in. Second down at 15. And Caleb, out of this timeout by Tonganoxie, what do you expect the Panthers to do here?
Well, it's unfortunate that we don't have any timeouts right now, so the Panthers are pretty much forced to throw the ball here. And they got to get something going through the air here, or they're going to have to try a long field goal. And if Tongi can hold them to that and maybe the Panthers miss on the field goal, it'd be a huge break for them because they get the ball to start second half too.
Likely a passing down again. Look for them to go play action. They do. Paola rolls right.
He's going to run
He's going to keep it. He's got to get out of bounds, and it's a nice run and does.
Boy, he was hit late out of bounds, but the official does not throw the flag. I think the officials missed that one.
We've already seen some questionable calls tonight. We saw a personal foul call on Paola. That was very questionable, and no call there. So third down and 8. Paola does a good job of getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
He did a great job of getting half the yardage he needed. Now Panthers are in third and manageable here. And they don't necessarily need a touchdown here. They can get the first down, the clock will stop, and get up to the line, hurry, and call another play.
They got to get the play in because they're.
But if they don't get the first down here and they're tackled in bounds, they're going to have to.
They're not going to get the play in. They're out of timeouts.
There's the delay game. Oof.
And that has just been a struggle all night, and it's inexcusable for Paola. That's the fourth time tonight they've had to burn 3 timeouts because of that, and now it bites them, backs them up 5 yards, and it's 3rd and 13 now. Ball spotted at the 20.
Sloppy into the half here by the Panther offense.
Right now you've been looking at a 37-yard field goal just out of the range of McCoy. Paola looks, fade route, back of the end zone, has Newkirk, and Newkirk can't turn his body, incomplete.
He got his hand on it, but it was slightly underthrown by Trey there. If he leads him, it's a touchdown.
So it's Dominic McCoy coming out to attempt the 37-yard field goal.
This will be a big confidence boost for this young kicker if he's able to knock this through. Like you said, a 37-yard try.
It would get Coach Dumper another weapon on offense to give him some confidence. Kick is up. Kick is good. Right down the middle. Dominic McCoy extends this lead for Paola.
Solid kick there. He got a lot on that. Much better than his first try. As he got the first one through, but that one was struck much more purely. Nice kick by McCoy.
Keep it here. We hadn't seen McCoy at all used in the field goal game. Tonight he's come on and tacked on 2 field goals. So a huge kick gives Paola a 2-score lead, where Tonganoxie will likely, after the kickoff, take a knee, take it into the half.
I mean, Tonganoxie does have 2 timeouts remaining, and we've seen they weren't afraid to take shots downfield. So I don't know if they'll take a knee here. It just depends where they're at on the field here.
That's a good point. We'll see how aggressive they get. It may be one of those deals, too, that they get aggressive on first down, and if nothing happens there. Because you definitely don't want to give the ball back.
Like I said, they got 2 timeouts to work with. Not a lot of time with those 2 timeouts, but why not take one shot, see what you got?
Yeah, because you get the ball out of the half. You have to realize that as well. So you take one shot, and if nothing's there, you got to play it safe still. You're in this game. You're not out of it. Saw Tonganoxie last week have a heartbreaking loss to Lewisburg. Kick is fielded here. And through the middle, and there goes Tonganoxie down the sideline. It's Wyatt Harris who's going to take it all the way. And a huge momentum shift here for the Chieftains. Wyatt Harris takes it all the way for the score.
Oh, that's backbreaking if you're the Panthers there. That is tough, tough, tough. You get that nice field goal kick by McCoy to give his two-score lead, and then the special teams unit gives up a long touchdown going into the half. Huge momentum for Tonganoxie right now.
What a momentum killer that can be going into the half for Paola, and what a shift this could be for Tonganoxie. Harris takes it all the way. McWilliams attack on the extra point, try to get it back within 3.
And Tongi's going to take time out here. Interesting use of a timeout there. I don't know what they would be thinking about. Would they be thinking about going for 2 here? Be kind of puzzling.
That's the only reason I would think you're using this timeout.
I mean, like I said, you can't carry timeouts over to the second half, but it kind of puzzles me if they would take one here to go for 2. Just wouldn't make sense in my mind, but I've seen crazier things happen.
One thing, though, I talked to Coach Dumpert before the season. He said, these teams are out to get us. Coming into this year, they hadn't lost a Frontier League game in 2 years, had lost one in the last 3. And so maybe the thought is if you get the 2-point try, field goal would end up winning the game later on in the second half.
Yeah, it looks like the kicker's still out there, so maybe they just took it because they couldn't get the right players in there. Maybe they didn't have enough players on the field.
Anything, too, you want to make sure it's a big extra point. You want to make sure everybody's set. Everybody has the timing right. McWilliams' kick is up and good, and he's got a leg. 10-13 our score. 9 seconds to go. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Panthers touchdown. That would have been a great time to text EZ Relic. Ball fielded here by Younger, and expect Paola to just take it to the half.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to give the Tonganoxie any more momentum than they have right now with maybe a fumbled snap or a fumble. It gives the Tonganoxie one play to kick a field goal or go for the go-ahead score.
Absolutely.
And just take your lumps here, take the knee, go to the halftime break with the lead, and come out the second half ready for a dogfight.
There's no reason to get aggressive when you have 0 timeouts. Don't want to go into the half maybe trailing. Expect Paola just to take a knee.
And he does just that.
So at the end of the first half, 13-10, Paola leads it, but Tonganoxie's got all the momentum going into halftime. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
So, welcome back everybody to Beatty Field. It's halftime here in Tonganoxie. We got a good one brewing though. 13-10 our score here at halftime. Paola leads it on top of Tonganoxie as we recap the first half. Both of these two teams opened up with 3 and outs, but then it was Paola who would get on the board first with a Dominic McCoy field goal after their drive stalled inside the red zone. After a second 3 and out, though, forced by the Paola defense in Tonganoxie, Panthers would drive back down the field, and Caden Ramey would cash it in from 4 yards out. That would be Caden Ramey's 3rd touchdown on the season. But then Tonganoxie would answer down 10-0. It'd be a Jackson McWilliams field goal to make it 10-3. Dominic McCoy, though, to cash it in late in the second quarter, make it 13-3 after the nice field goal. But then Tonganoxie, biggest play of the night so far has been made, as it was Wyatt Harris taking the kick return immediately after that 37-yard field goal to the house, getting Tonganoxie on the board for their first touchdown of the night within 3 now, and having all the momentum going into half. Such a huge play there by Wyatt Harris.
Yes, it was. The Panthers played so well that first half up to that point. The offense was moving the ball. Of course, a couple times got down to the red zone, got stuffed for field goals. That got to clean that up, got to score some touchdowns. But just breakdown by the kickoff coverage team there by the Panthers to end the half. It's okay, though. You got the lead at halftime. Just come out the second half. Defense needs to step up, make a play, get the ball back to your offense, and get the momentum back.
Yeah, Paola offense has really been dominating. They have 10 first down to Tonganoxie's 3, but we only got a 3-point game, and it's just kind of been tale of that. Paola's been winning in the trenches tonight, where Tonganoxie has really struggled there, but they're right there. They're right there in striking distance, and they're going to have a chance here out of the half to take the lead or even tie this game up.
Absolutely. Like I said, like the stats you mentioned there, Paola's dominated in the trenches, but all it takes is one big play by the opposing team after you've been dominated the whole time to get you back in the game, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
So we'll take a break here. Paola leads at 13-10 here at halftime. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
First Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. The first time, Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
And welcome back, everybody, to Paola Sports Live. 13-10 our score. Paola leads it by 3, but they're going to have to get things going here in the second half and try to air things out. Last week, Tonganoxie had a heartbreaking loss in overtime on the road at Lewisburg. They held a 21-7 lead at halftime, but the Wildcats exploded out of the second half and ended up winning in overtime 34-28. We'll see if this week Tonganoxie, who had a poor second half last week, if they're able to ride this momentum they just carried in and try to get the Panthers maybe sleep in and try to have a better second half tonight. For Paola, though, Caleb, what do you think the second half key is for Paola? They're going to have to get their offense going, and they're going to have to finish drives most likely.
Well, first of all, they got to try to get the momentum back after that heartbreaking end of the first half there as they had that kick return there. The defense has to come out and bow their necks down, make a statement, say, hey, that's all right. Well, you got the momentum, but we're going to take it right back, try to get a 3-and-out, maybe a turnover, and then the offense, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing so well in between the 20s, but you got to finish when you get down in the red zone. And the Panthers have gotten to the red zone 3 times, and they've come out of that with just 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. That's got to change in the second half. You got to finish drives with touchdowns if you're going to win these games, especially these nick and tuck games like it is today.
Paola's had some penalties that have derailed some of those drives as well. For Tonganoxie, though, for them, they got all the momentum right now going into halftime. What's the keys for them to come out here in the second half and try to get this W?
Well, as I mentioned at the start of the second quarter there, they got to establish a run game. They can't be one-dimensional, and Panthers, for the most part, have stuffed the running game for Tonganoxie. I'm not sure how many yards they have on the ground, but it's not very many. They don't have very many total yards at that. They've had a couple. They had 1 decent drive where they got down and kicked a field goal, but for the most part, the Panther defense has been solid as a rock tonight, except for that 1 drive, obviously, where they gave up the field goal. But just keep doing what you're doing defensively. Force Tonganoxie to beat you with big plays, and see if you can get to them with the pass rush.
Another thing, too, Paola's going to have to clean up getting plays in. They burned all 3 timeouts because they couldn't get plays in, and then had to delay a game when they're under a minute to go, or late, around a minute to go, because they couldn't get a play in. They have got to clean that up. We've seen that be an issue all season long. They've got to clean that up, especially in the second half. It's derailed drives like we see tonight, and you can't be using your 3 timeouts in the second half early, especially say Tonganoxie takes the lead and you're trailing. You need those desperate timeouts.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, they got to be quicker, getting the plays in from the coach to the player, getting it in and out. 4 times in that first half it happened where you couldn't get the play in at time, and it cost you there at the end of the half there with 2 costly penalties down in the red zone. You had the delay game, and then you had an illegal shift before that. So you got to clean that up. Get disciplined, get those plays in, stay disciplined, and finish when you're in the red zone.
So we'll take another break here on the halftime show. It's the Tonganoxie Marching Band out and performing. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
So 13-10 is our halftime score as we get some scores around the state of Kansas. Read them off to you. Wellsville leads Iola at halftime, 28-6. Silver Lake has beaten Riley County 14-3 at halftime. Some final scores: Yates Center blew out St. Paul 52-6. Some Frontier League action: Eudora defeats Bonner Springs tonight 34-14. Some more halftime scores: Girard up on Columbus big at halftime, 34-12. Go follow along our Girard Sports Live, another one of our affiliates down there. Just got some more here. Caney Valley's beaten Erie 28-0. Blue Valley North has beaten Blue Valley Southwest big, 33-7. Some more Frontier League action at halftime. Rock Creek has beaten Lewisburg on top, 21-14. Lewisburg, who was supposed to be playing Baldwin tonight, Baldwin out with COVID. They found their opponent last minute yesterday against Rock Creek, so luckily they got to play.
Unfortunate though for Baldwin having to have COVID. That's you hate to see that happen to any team. You just feel bad for Baldwin. That's unfortunate for those
Yeah,
kids.
it's still very much alive and a thing, even though it's a tough situation because you know, especially with the kids, you don't want to lose a high school game, especially you're a senior. So luckily Lewisburg was able to find an opponent, and we were told by our broadcaster with Bryce, who's the voice of Baldwin, that he was worried they may not even be able to field a team out in Baldwin this year. They're 0-2, and it's going to be a long one for them.
It's been a rough sledding for Baldwin over the past few years, and I feel for that team. I know the head coach of the Baldwin Bulldogs. He's one of my brother's buddies, Aaron Owens. He was a Paola alum. He graduated with my brother, so he's got his hands tied. It's unfortunate that they're trying to get back up on the swing of things, but it's been a struggle, to say the least, for Baldwin since 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. It's been rough.
Yeah, so both of these two teams back out, and some great Frontier League action tonight. Paola leads it 13-10. Panthers have won the last two Frontier League championships, but right now Spring Hill is sitting in the driver's seat. Tonganoxie had won 2 Frontier League championships. First 2 years they were in the league. Won that 2017 Caw Valley Championship as well. 3 state league titles from 2017 to 19. They took second last year after losing that thriller of a game in Paola, 35-28.
I remember that game last year. That was a fun game to be at. I was there last year. That running back that Tonganoxie had was just a killer for them last year. Of course, Paola was really, really solid last year, and that was probably the best game of the year in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, Tonganoxie had some really good players last year, and
like I said, that running back that transferred over, I believe from Olathe. Can't remember.
I thought it was Piper. I know you're talking about.
I can't remember where he transferred from, but he was
looking him up here. I remember him as well.
He was a what's the word I'm looking for? He was a bell cow for that team last year. Really made it tough for the Panthers, but the Panthers showed great resiliency. And like I said, it was probably the best game in the regular season, probably of the year in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, it was the number 2 versus number 3 last year. And Paola came in as that underdog. Came away with the victory, ended up being the number 1 seed in state in 4A before a heartbreaking loss at the end.
And I remember watching that playoff game against St. James too. St. James got out to that big lead, then Paola fought all the way back just to lose it in the end. Those are the losses that really get at you. You fight so hard, get back in the game after falling behind early, and just to lose it late, that tears you up. I feel bad for those kids last year, especially all those 20-some seniors that Paola lost last year.
Especially, Coach Dumpert, he's not getting any younger as a coach. Rumors have been swirling around his future, but,
Never know. We'll see what happens after this year when it comes to Coach Dumpert. We'll see.
But, he'll make that decision at the end of the year. And so we can now focus on the task that's at hand right now. Paola leads it by 3. They're going to be kicking off. Tonganoxie is going to be getting the ball first. And they're going to try to carry that momentum they brought into halftime. Try to take the lead here. It was Wyatt Harris, who's had a heck of a game so far defensively, and now making a huge play on special teams. Paola comes out to take the kick.
And, of course, the state of Kansas rules for football, you got to wait till that clock runs out. You can't start early, prematurely, which I never understood that rule, but that's the way it is. Paola's ready to go, but Tonganoxie's not, because they got to abide by the Kansas rule when it comes to starting the second half when you need to.
Should be an exciting second half, though, Caleb.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a barn burner, to say the least. Tongie's coming out with fired up as they should be, but Paola needs to come out and regain that momentum right here, right now.
So Paola, a chance to redeem themselves this time on the kickoff. Look for them to try to avoid Wyatt Harris's way.
Here we go.
It's a short kick, and a smart move there. Caught by Holtis, and
much better kick coverage that time by the Panthers special teams unit. Good field position, though, for Tonganoxie, right around the 35-yard line. And Panther defense needs to make a stop here. Get the momentum back.
3 and out would do just that.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Force Tongi to 2 3 and outs on their first 2 opening drives. McGraw in that shotgun takes a high snap, he hands it off. It's Bruceevin, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not much room there.
Well done. Great fill over there. It looked like Erlenline, I believe, got in there and made that play. Great fill by the senior. Is he a senior this year?
Yeah, Jonathan Earlywine is a senior. His brother was a senior last year on the team. Had a pick 6 actually in this game.
Yes, he did.
Second down and 9. McGraw Drops back to throw. 3-step drop. Looks, pump fakes, goes deep. Looking for Holtis. And Holtis comes back to the ball. They're going to get pass interference. But it's brought in by Holtis.
What a catch by Holtis there. Just got smothered by the Panther defender. Able to come down with it. And they'll decline this penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 for Tongi deep in Paola territory.
I don't know where they're getting this pass interference call from because he did turn his body. I mean, it was underthrown. And a lot of times on underthrown balls, that the defender's at a disadvantage. And as football's already gone, I mean, it's a game that is already giving the defensive players a disadvantage. But he turned his body, and I thought did a nice job trying to find it. But Holtis did a tremendous job finding it and corralling it. So 1st down and 10 for Tonganoxie from the 28. They hand it off. Braceven spins and drags a few Panthers. Douglas and Younger, or excuse me, Forrest, he drags.
Another good play there by Tonganoxie, getting off the ball. The front offensive line beat the Panthers to the spot, and they're able to get a big gain out of that.
So 2nd down and 4. Tonganoxie's lined up at shotgun all night long. 2 to the back, another high snap. Cross had to deal with a few high snaps. It was Kildasti here with the handoff. Not much room. Picks up maybe a yard. Should bring up 3rd and 3.
I think he got about a couple on that. They're going to make it 3rd and 1, it looks like.
A little closer. I was looking at that close ref, and he really didn't move his body real well. So, all right, 3rd down and 1.
Well, that quarterback's made some nice plays on these high snaps. There's another one.
And he muffs it, goes through his hands, now has to get rid of it. He takes off himself. He's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards. And a big tackle there for Paola, and now a big decision here for Tonganoxie.
They might kick it here. Looks like the kicker's out there, but another bad snap by the Tonganoxie center to the quarterback. That's about 5 times tonight he's had a bad snap. 2 of them resulted in losses.
So 38-yard try here for McWilliams. Williams has already shown tonight he's got a leg. Trying to tie it up. Kick is up, and it is short. That may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage, but McWilliams did not get anywhere near, and a big-time stop there for Paola.
There's the stop the Panther defense needed. They got so they're moving it at the 20-yard line for the Panthers to start this drive. But that's exactly what the Panthers needed. A bad snap derailed that drive by Tonganoxie. And then I'm not sure if that ball was tipped, like you said, or if he just got straight underneath that ball and popped it up. But the Panthers will take it. Now the Panthers offense needs to take advantage of this opportunity, go down and score, and make it a 2-score game again.
So ball spotted at their own 20. Paola under center, Ramey in the backfield. Along with Moore. Turns, hands it off to Ramey. It's a counter play. Not much room there. Met at the line of scrimmage to pick up a 1 yard.
Yeah, Panthers left side got beat a little bit there and limited it to a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, it was Gabe Bailey there coming across to make the tackle. Second down and 8. Panthers still trying to get the play in. Saw their struggles in the first half. Paola back under center. Ramey in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. 2 wide receivers wide. They turn and hand it straight off to Ramey, and Ramey met in the backfield. Not much room there. I think it's pick up a no gain.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that play was. It looked like he faked the quick pitch to Ramey, but then handed it off to Ramey, and Tonganoxie was able to snuff that out. Now it's 3rd and long for the Panther offense.
Yeah, it was Aiden McIntosh, the senior defensive lineman, and they're to make the stop.
Oh, Don't be shocked if the Panthers do this little 5-yard pass they like to do a lot on this play.
3rd down and 7. Paola, play action, turns, keeps it, nowhere to go. And it's a big time stop there. It's Colton Brusevin along with Gabe Bailey to make the stop. And the Paola punting unit's going to have to come out. It's a 3 and out.
Not a good series by the Panther offense there. Looked like a miscommunication with his blocker there. Not sure what happened on that play, but Panthers got blown up on that series, and now Tonganoxie has momentum back once again.
Yeah, Tonganoxie brought the blitz, and they brought an extra man on that left side. Paola just had nowhere to go. Early wind punts.
Great
it's a
punt.
nice spiral. And it's muffed here by Kildasti. He picks it up at the 25. Now tries to bounce to the outside. He's got room. Flag coming. It's going to be a block in the back on Tonganoxie to back things up. But a nice return here by Kildasti.
Nice return, but like you said, it's going to be coming back on a block in the back, but an excellent punt by Early Wine there, forcing the Tonganoxie player, return man, all the way back, muffs it, and now Tonganoxie's going to be backed up inside their own 25-yard line.
That was a beautiful spiral by Early Wine to back him up. Paola defense going to have to try to make another stop. Tonganoxie drove all the way downfield to have a missed field goal to show for it. They picked up their 4th first down of the game.
And like I said, that was a great job by the Panthers punting unit to flip the field here. Now Tonganoxie has to go long field to try to get this go-ahead score or tie right here. Now can the Panther defense get a 3 and out and get good field position here?
They got to limit the big play. We've seen that time and time again tonight for Tonganoxie. Either at the special teams unit here or offense, and false start coming. Ramey pointing to the other side. And back Tonganoxie up 5.
Self-inflicted wounds. We've talked about that all night for both teams. Now Tonganoxie shoots themselves in the foot, and now they're behind the chains. Which team's going to be the most disciplined in this second half is going to win this game?
That's a category both teams have struggled with tonight. Lots of penalties tonight on both of these two squads. McGraw claps, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, and he's nearly sacked here before he lets go and has his receiver. It's a pickup of 8. It was Grant Solano there in the backfield and almost recorded the sack.
Boy, Solano, if he was a split second quicker, he would have had him back inside the 10-yard line. But that quarterback made a great play to keep that play alive and get his man for a nice completion of like 13 yards.
Yeah, he hit Andrew Colvert for a gain of 13. 2nd down and 2. Chieftains now have some breathing room. They hand it off. 1st down and more. Nice run there by Brucevid. Picking up the 1st down, 5th of the night.
Little by little, Tonganoxie's getting more and more momentum as they blew up the Panthers' left side of the defensive line there. And they're 2 plays right by midfield again.
Tonganoxie looking for their first ever win against Paola in their history. You can sense the momentum has shifted. They carried it into halftime after the return. 1st down and 10. Near midfield. High snap, and McGraw goes down, sacked by Ramey. After the high snap, he just falls on it.
Again, the 3rd time where a quarterback could not pull down the high snap results in a big loss. Now Tonganoxie's up against it, 2nd and about 18. The center's got to get that snap down. He's had about 6 or 7 of those tonight.
You'd think, as much as they go out of shotgun formation, you'd think they'd have that down. You've had all summer to work on it, but tonight they have struggled. McGraw drops back to throw again, has his receiver, and it's hauled in by Kildasti. Picks up near the 1st down mark. It's a gain of 16. Sam Kildasti has 3rd and 1 coming up for Tonganoxie.
Panthers had him stopped for what would have been about 3rd and 7, but he was able to break the tackle and get an extra 5 yards and make this 3rd and very short.
Yeah, did a good job eluding that.
And the Panthers have to burn a timeout again as they did not get the defensive set this time.
So timeout Paola, and we'll see if these timeouts they have to use early will come back to bite them. 13-10 our score. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Our score. 3rd and 1 coming up out of the break. Out of the timeout, Paola uses their first here in the second half. And saw them have to use all 3 timeouts early in the first half. You don't want to use your timeouts. Times you can't get set. In the Wildcat formation, it's Kildasti who takes it around, has a first down and more. Down the sideline, breaks another tackle inside the red zone. Kildasti takes it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 36, and Kildasti and has the Chieftains on the move.
Yeah, here we go again. Now the Panthers got to bow their necks again like they did the first time Tonganoxie had the ball down here, holding them to 3 points.
They go no huddle. Kildasti keeps it on the Wildcat formation. Early one jumps on the back of him.
Yeah,
it's a pickup of 4.
That time the Panthers were ready for that Wildcat play, and Early Wine made a nice play, limiting the gain to just 4 yards there.
So quarterback Trevor McGraw comes back in.
Like I said, this is a big series for the Panther defense. You cannot give up the lead here. You can hold them to 3 or get a turnover here. If you give Tonganoxie the lead, they'll have the momentum.
McGraw quarterback hands it off. Bersano has close to the first down mark. Picks up about 5 yards. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Big play here. 3rd and a long 2, a short 3. See if the Panthers can get a TFL, a turnover, or stuff them and force Tonganoxie into a decision. Do they go for the tie or go for it to try to get the lead?
Huge play coming up. Tonganoxie starting to win at the line of scrimmage. It's a high snap over the head of Kildasti. Kildasti eludes the tackle, tries to get to the outside, and he's stuffed by the Panthers. No room to go, and time again, it's the high snap that's cost Tonganoxie. Early one makes the tackle, and it's the kicking unit back onto the field here for Tonganoxie.
Boy, that coaching staff for Tonganoxie's got to be pulling their hair out if they got any left. That's the 4th time that he snapped the ball over the quarterback's head, derailing a drive. And now Tonganoxie needs to make a long field goal to try to tie the game.
It's a 29-yard try.
Low snap.
Williams, and it's a low snap. Kildasti's met in the backfield. Paola gets the stop and a turnover on downs. It was Clayton Forrest there to make the tackle, and Paola holds on to their lead, 13-10. How about that, Caleb?
Go figure. He gets a high snap, the previous snap, overcompensates and gets a ground ball, and the Panthers are fortunate that they're still in front.
That's been the story of the game. They have struggled with the snap, Tonganoxie, all night.
And the coaches are all over that center right now. Like I said, that kid has had a bad night. He's over-snapped his quarterback 4 times and then hit a ground ball.
It's Aiden McIntosh with the high snap once again, and he has struggled all night long. Break for Paola. We'll see if they can capitalize. Try to shift this momentum back their way. 1st and 10 from the 25. Paola under center. Turns, hands it. Younger, nowhere to go. He's met by Wyatt Harris.
Again, the Panther offensive line starting to get beat more and more frequently here. Panther offensive line needs to start playing like they did the first half, because they're getting beat pretty good right now.
Touchdown here would be huge for Paola. Just try to give them any kind of breathing room. Your best player out tonight with that ankle injury. And Giovanni Blackie. Boy, they could really use him tonight.
Absolutely, but unfortunately he's injured. Next man up, got to step up.
Walla, play action. Throws and fires, and it's hauled in. Finds his receiver in Early Wine. First completion of the night by Trey Moala.
Tremendous catch by Early Wine. A little bit of a rough throw there by Trey. If he leads him perfectly, he gets the corner and gets the first down, but instead he had to reach for it and stumble to the ground. Now it's 3rd and medium for the Panthers, about 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 4.
Expect them to try to go back to their rushing attack, pick up these 3 yards. Should be 4 down territory unless something drastic happens. 3rd and 3, under 2 to go. We're late in the 3rd quarter.
You better hurry up. You got 5 seconds.
Moala under center. Turns. And fakes it. Moala's going to throw again. And he overthrows his receiver and Maxwell Douglas, but that's a ball that Douglas has to corral. It was a little high, but goes through the hands. Douglas is leading receiver, and now Paola, a big decision coming.
Looks like we're going to punt the ball there, but that, like I said, the throw was a little high, but his hands got on it. You got to come down with that play.
And Kayla, are you shocked there? Paola threw the ball. I mean, I would think 4th and 3 or 3rd and 3. That, with your nature, I thought that would be a rushing.
I thought it would have been a run play too, but am I shocked by it? Absolutely not, because they love that little 5 yards play out of the backfield, but just didn't work this time. They had it, just didn't work.
Early Wine punt. Takes a Tonganoxie bounce. And it's down at the 36 by Douglas. So we flip the field once again.
Panther defense again backs up against the wall. Got to keep making some plays and see if Tonganoxie can actually get a snap.
McIntosh has struggled at center tonight. We'll see if they'll change him out. No, they're going to keep him in. Tonganoxie has struggled finishing drives. McGraw's had a good day trying to handle those snaps. Hands it off here. It's Douglas there to make the stop. It's met there by a couple of Panthers.
It seems like when Tonganoxie actually gets a snap down, it looks like they're winning the battle up front on both sides of the ball right now. And the Panther defense needs to make some plays here if they're going to keep this lead.
Paola has the lead, but Tongi's been beating themselves so far. They hand it off to Bracevin. He's met in the backfield. Nowhere to go there. It's Paola with the stop. Leighton Moore in there.
Beautifully done by Leighton Moore, filling that hole and stuffing the running back for no gain. Big 3rd and 4 right here.
3rd and 5 coming up. Huge play here.
They will have to get a snap off. There's about a 4 or 5 second difference between the game and play clock here.
You gotta wonder too, if you're Tonganoxie, how much longer can you hold this Paola offense shut? You gotta get some points on the board here. McGraw looks to throw, has his receiver, cut for the first down by Sam Kladosti.
That will likely be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It's going to come down to the final 12 minutes. Which team's going to be disciplined enough to win this game? Which team wants it more?
13-10. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Hold them up. 4th quarter coming up. 13-10. Paola leads in Tonganoxie. We head to the 4th quarter, but we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group, Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
$13-10 our score. We have a great fourth quarter brewing. Jackson Mielman alongside Caleb Butler on the call. Fourth quarter action to begin. And we'll see who can come away with the victory in the last 10 minutes. Paola has led the whole entire night. They hand it off. Bracevin tries to get to the outside. Picks up about 3 yards there. Trying to follow the guide of his left tackle.
Looks like we got an injured Panther on the far sideline at about midfield over there. Couldn't see the number, but he's down right at midfield. There is a penalty flag over there, too, on the far side.
Yeah, we may be getting a holding call. We'll see here. So try to identify the injured Panther.
Ooh.
So a little hit to the head on the offense.
Should be a 15-yard penalty right there. That'll really back Tonganoxie up. Just, again, Tonganoxie shooting themselves in the foot. And who's that over there on the far side for Paola? It's number 9.
So it's Leighton Moore.
And he limps off to the sideline over there. Hopefully he's okay, but he's limping pretty good. But, again, here we go. Another mistake by Tonganoxie, backing them up after getting the momentum. Now it's first and forever for the Chieftains.
First down and 25. Backs them up 15. Chieftains have had a good night in the air. When they get that snap down, they shift. McGraw rolls to his right. Gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his receiver, and Kadasti.
Tonganoxie student section was looking for a penalty there, but there was nothing there.
It was just good, tight coverage, and really all he had, he had Kadasti. Could have led him right to the sideline. Could have picked up maybe 8 yards, but not a good throw by McGraw on the run. Second and 25 coming.
And you know for the Panther defense that they're going to look to throw here, so just keep everything in front of you. Do not get beat deep.
They got Trey Moala back there, standing at the 50-yard line at that free safety spot. McGraw hands it off. Kadasti tries to hurdle a man, but he's met by Sam Douglas.
And we got another
Maxwell
Panther
Douglas,
injury.
excuse me.
Looks like number 4 for the Panthers was slow to get up there as he got sandwiched there, but he looks to be okay. Now
Cale Murdoch also there.
Now it's third and forever for Tonganoxie.
Third and 22. Tonganoxie. You got to at least try to get half these yards. You got to get the first down, but you get half. You got a decision to make. Will you go for it?
Just depends on how much they get. If they don't get like
Exactly.
if they don't get 3/4 of the distance here, they'll probably punt the ball away.
McGraw looks to throw, goes deep, and looking for his receiver in Holtis, but he overthrows him. It was Christopher Lohas fast there on the tight coverage, and it's a 3-and-out for Tonganoxie.
That play had no chance. That was great coverage by the Panther secondary. You had the corner there, and then you had Muwala up over the top. No chance for Tonganoxie on that play, and there's the stop the Panther defense needed again.
Landon Taylor back to receive.
Again, time and time again, this second half, Tonganoxie has killed themselves either with penalties or with bad snaps.
So Kay Bailey to punt. Taylor to receive. Both these two teams have been held scoreless here in the second half. High kick. And it's going to take another Tonganoxie bounce to the 19-yard line as where Holtis downs it. So we'll see now if Paola can get something going.
If the Panthers can sustain a drive here and score and take some time off the clock, Tonganoxie's up against it. But Panther offense has been stale the second half. 2 3-and-outs so far, if I'm not mistaken.
A touchdown would be a killer because You're at your 19. You got to go 81 yards. A touchdown here, going the length of the field, unless it's just a big play. We know how Paola offense works. They're going to eat up clock. You would think that could just be about it if they're able to get a touchdown here.
And, of course, the main priority down when you're this close into your own end, hang on to the football. Do not give them a free possession.
You're exactly right. A turnover here would be absolutely huge. Paola turns, tosses it to the right. It's Leighton Moore.
Big hole,
And
big hole,
Moore,
big run.
hole, cuts back. And he's near the 40-yard line, down to the 39. It's a pickup of 20 yards by Moore. And a nice first play there of the drive for the Panthers to keep the chains moving.
Best play of the half by far by this Panther offense. Exactly what they needed. And now they just need to continue it as we move forward here.
Just the second first down here for Paola here in the second half. Ball at the 39 after the gain of 20. Moore and Ramey in the backfield. They turn, hand it off to Ramey, straight up the middle. So they try to rip it away. Ramey hangs on. Ball had a little bit of movement. They're getting their hands in there.
And as you should, that's what you're taught as a defensive lineman. If you can't make the tackle, try to strip them. You'll have buddies come up there to make the tackle. But Ramey did a good job hanging on to it there and got a solid gain of 4 out of that.
Clock.
The old expression, time and score. Time and score.
Especially in football. Paola's able to sustain a drive here. They turn. They hand it off. Nowhere to go. Moore is met in the backfield for no gain. 3rd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, missed blocks there by both the left guard and center as that play was blown up from the get-go. Nowhere to go for Leighton Moore on that play.
Freshman TJ Leeper in there to make the stop. 3rd and 7. Huge play coming up.
Yeah, absolutely it is. This is what Tonganoxie wants. Paola into 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Force them into their comfort zone of throwing the ball. The question is, can Tonganoxie stay disciplined enough to get off the field?
Mala under center. And fakes it. Mala's going to take off and run. And he's going to pick up 3 yards, 2 yards, and 3rd and 5 coming up.
4th and 4 right here, 4th and 3. I think the decision's pretty easy here for the Panthers. You got to punt the ball and pin them back deep and hope your defense can get another stop.
So after the big gain of 20 on their first play, 3 plays later, Tongi's able to make a stop. Not much clock able to come off the clock. We're at around the 8-minute mark. It's early Wine to punt. Early Wine's done a good job punting. We'll see if he can pin them deep. It's a high kick, got some backspin on it. Fair caught here at the 31-yard line, fielded by Kadasti.
Got a little bit too much air underneath that one. Shorter punt than they wanted to, but still Tongi's got to go 69 yards to get the lead. The Panther defense has come up big when they needed to. They need to do it again.
So we're under 8 to go. You can sense Coach Dumper wanting to ride the wave of his defense now. They have played real good in the second half. After a few big plays early in the 3rd quarter, they've buckled down. Putting the pressure on Tonganoxie. Their offense tonight only has 3 points. Douglas there to make the stop. Along. This defense tonight has given up 3 points. The other 7 because of special teams.
And that was well done once again by the Panther linebackers, filling right behind the defensive lineman to limit that to a 3-yard play.
2nd down and 7. In motion, Kadasti. Turn, hand it off. And nowhere to go. Paola gobbles him in the backfield. They hand it off to Braden Wilson, and he had nowhere room to go.
Lost a couple yards on that play. Excellent job by the Panther defense. Now it's 3rd and long for Tonganoxie, and they have to get a first down here. You cannot give the ball back to the Panthers after a 3 and out. You just cannot do that.
That play started with the big push up the middle by Isaiah Taylor, and the rest of the defense swarmed to him. 3rd and 9 coming up. Huge play here. Panthers got to get a stop. McGraw back to throw, airs it out deep, has a receiver in Holtis, and Holtis comes down with it.
Beautiful throw by the Tonganoxie quarterback, right where it needed to be on the far side. Panther corner got beat just enough on that play, and now Tonganoxie is in business.
So it's first down now. Cross midfield, still not in field goal range. Ball at the 36. Panthers have to be careful here. High snap. McGraw fields it, hands it to Bracevin. Picks up around 1 yard. Not much room there.
Boy, the Tonganoxie faithful had to have their hearts in their throats again on that snap. Another high snap. It's been a tough night for that center. Fortunately, the quarterback was able to pull it down for them that time.
There's Solano in there to make the stop. Now they go back to that Wildcat formation. Selasti gets around the edge, down the sideline, pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It looked like he was going to be met around the line of scrimmage, but does a good job of cutting back. And Kildasti has Tonganoxie on the move, in prime position here to take the lead.
Boy, the Panthers' pursuit looked like it was awesome there to begin that, but lost contain at the last second. And Tonganoxie was able to get a big play out of it. Now it's 1st and goal for Tonganoxie as we have a stoppage out here. Don't know what it's for. Tonganoxie's pointing towards Paola. I don't know what that was, but we're ready to play.
13-10. They've used that Wildcat formation here in the second half. They go it again. Kildasti keeps it himself. It's been the best play brewing for him. Is he in?
Nope.
Stuffed at the 1-yard line.
Not in yet. But the Panther defense is up against it right here. And you know this is 4-down territory for Tonganoxie. You either score or Panthers got to go at the 1-yard line.
Keep that Wildcat formation again. Kildasti takes the snap, and he's going to walk into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Tonganoxie, and they finally are able to capitalize on the drive.
Well, Tonganoxie finally got the momentum they needed. This time they capitalize on it, and this is a big extra point to make it a 4-point game and force Paola to beat you with a touchdown.
Paola's offense has struggled all night long, and now they're going to have to put together a drive. And
ooh, he may have hooked that. They got it. All right, I thought he hooked it late.
Right down the middle, high kick. It's 17-13 our score. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
So exciting action here in Tonganoxie as they take the lead for the first time tonight. Paola now has to get a touchdown to try to take the lead. Paola has led the whole entire night up to this point. And now they're going to need their offense to put together a drive, and we'll see if Trey Moala and this Panther offense is up to the task. The kick is up and on a hop. Younger falls on it, and you almost maybe should have let it go out of bounds. Take the penalty.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to do it there because it didn't look like the ball had a lot of momentum when the Panther return man fell on it. So he made the right play by diving on it. Now Paola's got to go 80 yards for the win here.
Ball at the 21.
Panther offense has been stymied except for one play in this second half. Credit to the Tonganoxie defense. They came out after getting smashed in the mouth that whole first half. They've returned the favor so far in this second half. Can they do it one more time and get the win and steal one from the Panthers?
Panthers offense going to have to get a little aggressive here. Play action pass. Paola looks to throw, airs it out deep, has his receiver, and I'm going to say he fell down. Paola was looking for a pass interference call. It was Douglas who fell.
Yeah, it looked like the pass was there, just Douglas tripped over his own feet, and now the Panthers are 2nd and 10.
Panthers got aggressive on first down.
And you got to take your chances. You're down now, so you got to take some risk you don't normally take if you want to get back in this game.
Panthers do have 2 timeouts to play with. Paola under center. And no one there. Turns and nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think that was a design play there. It's just nothing was there. And now we got an injured lineman. Looks like a cramp for the Panthers here. Number 57.
Yeah, it's Cale Murdoch, slow to get up.
And he'll have to come out since he was whistled for being injured. Looks like big number 71's coming in to replace him.
So Landon Hill comes into the game. 6'3", 210 pounds sophomore.
And this is not what the Panther offense wanted here. Now you got 3rd and 10. You got to make a play. Somebody's got to make a play right here.
Paola turns, looks, rolls right, has his man, but overthrows Logan Newkirk.
Yeah, he was there. Just the touch has not been there on the pass tonight for Trey Muwala, and now the Panthers are forced to punt deep in their own territory. Now the defense has to get a stop if the Panthers want another opportunity to try to win this ball game. And again, credit to Tonganoxie's defense. They have withstood the challenge after getting punched in the mouth that whole first half.
Paola has struggled tonight throwing the football. Really struggled this season. And the punt's going to take a slight little Paola bounce there. Down at the 46. Great field position for Tonganoxie. Panthers only have 2 timeouts to work with.
They have to get a 3 and out or a really quick stop if they want this ball back with any time left.
2 first downs will absolutely kill you.
Well, there was a penalty on Tonganoxie on the return, so it'll back them up inside the 40-yard line.
4th, so first down. 10 coming up. Back them up another 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the 36-yard line now. I'm going to keep that Wildcat formation. Why not? It's worked all night. Saldasti gets to the outside, picks up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
That's better defense that time on that speed option over here to the right by that Panther defense. Forced them back inside, and the defense was there. Limited it to a 3-yard gain.
Saldasti's been the best offense tonight. Keeping that Wildcat formation and him in the game. Chieftains trying to pick up their first win on the season.
And you know Tonganoxie's going to take that play clock as far down as they can.
We're under 4. Saldasti looks for the hole. Nowhere to go. Picks up 2 yards. 3rd.
And it looks like Paola's going to use their 2nd timeout right here. No, Tongi. Wow.
Tonganoxie uses a timeout here.
Thank you.
And we'll take it with them. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
So we're back here in Tonganoxie, late in this one. Big third down coming up. Paola has used one timeout. Tonganoxie just used a timeout of their own.
But on the scoreboard, it looks like they put the timeout to Paola. I thought Paola called the timeout, but the referee never corrected
And they announced
himself.
it as Tonganoxie. We thought it was Paola.
Yep. See how many? I don't know how many timeouts Paola has right now, but this is big right here.
Rossi looking for the hole. He's near the first down mark. He's got it. It's a needed 4. He gets 5. And now another first down will just about end it.
That's backbreaking there for the Panthers as they had the pursuit there. It's just the quarterback made a nice adjustment, cutting back inside, finding a hole in that just enough for the first down. And now we got whistles and Paola takes timeout.
So that's the last timeout for Paola. We'll keep it here. And now they have to get a stop.
Yeah, the Panthers are really up against it right here. If they are indeed out of timeouts, that's really going to hurt because now Tonganoxie can just take 25 seconds off each play for 4 straight plays, and that'll leave Paola maybe a minute or so to try to do something down 4. But Paola's got to get a stop to even have that opportunity.
You got to get a 3 and out. Another first down will just about end it.
Like I said, the scoreboard says we're out of timeouts, but again, the referee said Tonganoxie timeout, the previous timeout, but I'm sure he made a mistake. He just didn't correct himself, so we're just assuming Paola doesn't have any timeouts, which is not good.
17-13. Here we go. They're going to keep what it's been working for them all night. Sam Cladosty out in that Wildcat formation, keeps it himself, tries to get to the edge. Would have been big if Paola could have gotten him out of bounds.
Yeah, that looks scary for Tonganoxie there for a minute. He kept going toward the sideline. I'm like, boy, you better stay in bounds. And sure enough, he had just enough room before he got tackled.
So he loses a yard, 2nd and 11. They're going to wind this clock down.
Oh, yeah, it'd be smart if they do that. If they snap this ball too quick, that wouldn't be good coaching. But there it looks like they're taking this time down as much as possible, which is the right thing to do when your opponent doesn't have any timeouts left.
Paola's got to try to get a turnover, try to punch this ball out. Cladosty finds the hole, picks up nearly 7 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Well, here's your ball game right here. Panthers are about 3.5 yards away from defeat here, unless they can bow up and get a stop right here.
Be the first win against Paola in their history for Tonganoxie. New to this Frontier League.
And if I'm Tonganoxie here, I'd try a hard count, try to get a cheap 5 yards and get a first down that way. So if you're Paola, you better watch that football.
Even if you get no gain here, you got to think it's maybe 4-down territory. Cladosty runs. He's near the first down mark, and I think he's got it.
And that should just about do it there. Paola's up against it now. Looks like Tonganoxie's going to steal a win here from the Panthers, and credit to them. The second half, they came ready to play, and now, unfortunately, we got a Panther down. Can't see who it is. Looks like a defensive lineman.
Yeah. So we'll take a break here. Paola down 17-13. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Bro, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Micro, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright.
Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do.
And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
17-13 our score. It's Wade Inman, the sophomore, being helped off the field. Tonganoxie, though, they're
in victory formation, it looks like.
Yeah, unless they fumbled the snap or anything, barring a miracle.
Couple kneel downs should just about do it.
Going to get their first win on the season, first win versus Paola in their history. So for Tonganoxie, they're going to move to 1-2 on the season. For Paola, they're going to move to 1-2 as well.
And this loss stings a little bit. You dominated Tonganoxie so much in that first half, and then Tonganoxie returned the favor and then some in this second half. And Tonganoxie shot themselves so many times in the foot in this game. To get out of here with the win, they should feel fortunate that they didn't lose big, but they got away with it. Panthers need to move on from it, get back to work this next week, and try to get a win next Friday night.
Les McIntosh has another one of his bad snaps where nobody can field it. But Paola, so next week, for Paola Sports Live, we'll be back next week. We will not have a volleyball or soccer game next week. So we'll be back next week at home versus Ottawa. Game at 7 o'clock. Paola will be heavily favored in that game, and it should be a good game for them to bounce back and kind of work things out. For Tonganoxie, though, it's a huge win in their program history as Coach Al Torrier, in his 9th year as head coach, gets his 60th win here as the Chieftains head coach. Coach Dumpert's squad, they fall tonight. So we'll take a break here, and then when we come back, we'll wrap things up. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast, priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
So as we wrap things up here in our post-game show, Tonganoxie, a come-from-behind win. They win it 17-13. That play of the game happened right there at the end of the half when Wyatt Harris took the distance on the kickoff return. Our player of the game tonight is number 7, Sam Kladosti. They went with that Wildcat formation late in that game, and he kind of just took over, had some nice catches as well, and he scored the game go-ahead and winning touchdown tonight for Tonganoxie. Like we said, next week, though, will be a good game for Paola to try to get back on their feet, as they'll be heavily favored in that one. They'll take on Ottawa at home, as we'll both be here for that one. One game next week on Paola Sports Live. So that concludes things here out on Beatty Field here in Tonganoxie. For Jackson Mielman and Kayla Baker, or Butler, excuse me. Kayla Butler, I'm going to get that down.
You're good. Hey, it's the first time.
Exactly.
First time you know me. I'll give you a leeway just like you gave me leeway on this camera tonight. So, BJ, if you listen to this broadcast, if you see some shaky camera work, I apologize. I'll work on it. I'll be better next week.
We'll see you next week here on Paola Sports Live when the Panthers take on Ottawa. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been watching Panther Athletics on Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, and Miami County Dance Movement. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.